Berserk, you know, I mean, we've seen what I forgot his name again. Anselm, right? Too good for you. What he does on the Yone, on Mel, on Syndra as well. So these are just champions to watch out for. Let's see. We get the Shen ban, Anivia banned next here. No one wants to play against the Anivia. Fair enough. It's been seeing a lot of play middle, AD carry, support, even top lane, almost everywhere but jungle. This bird has taken flight to those lanes, right? And Yasuo is banned, so Yone is available, Mel is available, Syndra is available. Azmows have first pick. With Sepion in mid lane, usually he's known more for his artillery mages, right? Like Ziggs, Sharat, Vex specifically. So let's see, Ahri banned as well. The blue side Ahri first pick has been a common trend in this event so far. When we see the Mel locked in here by Azmows. So that will be Sepion on Mel. And let's see what the counterplay is here from Berserk. I think Yone just has a hard time into the Mel. Syndra might not be too bad. So Berserk here pick up the Vi jungle. We saw Chaos, Azmows' jungler, play Vi 2 games in a row last time. So this is potentially a way of taking away a comfort pick. Not sure if I remember correctly, but Chaos should play also stuff like Wukong, Nocturne, right? Potentially even Jarvan if you're down to play Vi often, they're fairly similar. And we got the Orianna locked in, okay, from Berserk. So Orianna Vi is strong sort of combination, especially for team fights. And Vi specifically does really well into Mel, because if she's ever without flash, Vi usually has pretty decent ganks, right? Good CC, good damage. Sets up the Orianna W or the R. So yeah, Sepion needs to be careful for that. There's the Nocturne as expected. Nocturne also does really well into the Vi. If Berserk pulled the trigger, Nocturne just blinds everyone, right? So it's going to be hard to follow up on that engage. Also, post 6, if Vi commits to a gank, Nocturne can, you know, if he's close by, he can always ult in and kind of contribute to the counter matchup. So let's see. In 1v1 as well, Nocturne is a bit better, clears faster as well. So let's see here. So Azmows lock in the Ashe for Puddy. He played the Ashe last time, he had some good ults. Good spacing here. With Nocturne Ashe, you have a very strong engage potential, right? Orianna, better be careful here. Anselm, if he's ever in danger, he could really get ganked from all sides. Let's see here, next pick, will we pick AD carry, will we pick support? We will lock in the Senna. Interesting choice here with the Senna locked in. I had to quickly double check. So yeah, it is still Ventus, and Kazuto will be supporting him. So I assume Kazuto is more familiar with frontline champions. So I assume this is Senna AD carry, but I might be incorrect about that one. To be honest, I've never seen Ventus play it. It just might be a secret pick he has. Altogether though, Senna Orianna Vi looking very strong, moving on to the next round of picks. Honestly, the Nocturne is a clutch champion here from Azmows, pulling off the lights, right? Turning off everything, and it's gonna be hard for Berserk to capitalize on the Orianna Vi engage. They just kind of have to chuck their abilities in one direction and hope for the best. Alright, there's the Malphite ban here from Azmows. It's great into both Ashe and Nocturne, so you can understand where it's coming from. Last ban from Berserk. Thresh ban would be ideal here, or Vayne for top lane, really. Wow, it's very interesting. I did not expect this, man. I don't think anyone... Well, it's mechanics in top lane, right? Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Fair enough. He is well known for sort of being happy to abuse some strong picks. So I wouldn't blame him. And Vayne suits him as a champion, right? Very flashy. Very a lot of play potential in the champ. But let's see. Mechanics plays a lot of champions, so he's also will be facing against Astra, potentially one of the best top laners currently on the island. So let's see what gets picked up here. I have a feeling like something like Zahen here would be very good to stick onto the Mel, stick onto the Ashe. We get Bard, alright, so we confirm it's Senna AD carry. And now the Zahen just makes a bit more sense. We do need some damage. Astra known for Riven Shen, both are banned. So yeah, he can pull out the Fiora, he can maybe pull out like the Olaf. We've seen him on Olaf before. Personally, I prefer Zahen just for the mobility's sake, and so far from what Azmows are providing me, I think like there are a lot of frontliners, not too much range with the Ashe. He can ult through Mel route, right? So there's like a lot of things that champion can provide him. Another good choice maybe could be Gwen, but let's see what Azmows lock in here for their top pick. Oh, speak of the devil. The blind Gwen though is a bit crazy. As in like usually it's used to counter pick, so in theory here Berserk can lock in something very strong early and kind of bully him out. Something like Jace, Darius. To be honest, I have no idea how the Zahan matchup goes, but I would assume it's fine. Let's see what gets picked here. Alright, we go for Jax, makes sense. Gwen can definitely play into the Jax. Jax not really the most like oppressive top laner, but it's definitely a champion Astra is comfortable about. So yeah, let's talk about these matchups. And see if the lobby can get started. Okay. One moment. Alright, Mela, let's see. Sorry, there was 6 people in a voice call, so we just had to make sure. We start. Dark radio call, okay. So, here it is, guys. The moment you've been waiting for. Berserk Azmows. Top lane, Gwen against Jax. Jax has of course some way to counter strike, but okay, sorry. I mean, yeah, Jax dodges the autos, right? But overall, okay, sorry, guys. I'll get to these matchups soon, but there was a problem with the lobby. Let's fix that first, I guess. Alright, so yeah, Jax into Gwen. Gwen kind of has to play around her Q. She can stack it on minions, and then whenever Jax uses his E counter strike, which dodges all incoming auto attacks, Gwen just uses her Q and tries to back off, right? Both champions kind of similar in that they scale pretty well and are fairly good in team fights. I think Jax just has a little bit better edge in the laning phase, because for the most part AD items, given that auto attacks are free, sort of, they do give you a bit more room to push your advantage, right? So let's see. For the jungle role, Nocturne versus Vi. Nocturne farms faster, we talked a bit about this, but in general, of course, Nocturne just kind of wants to get to level 6. So the only opportunities Nocturne will have is like things like maybe helping a laner crash the wave, or a potential counter gank before level 6, right? While Vi has a lot more agency after her first full clear. After her second clear as well, especially around Dragon, both junglers should be around level 5 still. So that fight could go on either side. If Vi ever overcommits though, Nocturne has a lot of tools to deal with that in the counter engage, right? He has the fear, he has the way to dodge the CC as well, plus the fact that he clears faster should mean in theory, if Vi cannot accelerate this early game, Nocturne will eventually be a bit above level and potentially even more useful coming into the mid to late game, especially with that Nocturne ult. So yeah, moving forward though, with the mid lane matchup, Mel versus the Orianna. Truth be told, I'm not confident in saying who wins this. It's not really my forte with mid lane. If I were to maybe think a bit about it, I think Mel should win it. I assume Mel and Orianna have similar ranges when it comes to trading. Potentially Mel has just a bit more maybe base damages or all-in potential against Orianna. But the scaling is definitely Orianna favored. The move speed, the slow, reorient yourself, you know, all these things. So yeah, Berserk, it's matchup looking better in the mid lane. And yeah, next up here, last but not least, we have the Ashe Braum bot lane versus the Senna Bard. Ashe Braum very strong, but when facing against Senna Bard, oops, what happened there? When facing against Senna Bard, they're gonna be healing away your damage, right? They're gonna slowly poke you down, and then they're gonna heal back up, right? So Ashe Braum, great all-in potential. If they can somehow combine it with the Nocturne ganks, which, I mean, they provide good setup for it, right? So if they can also do that, that's great. We're really looking for, like, on side of Azmows, they want, like, a slow-paced game. Maybe a bit of plays around the bot side with maybe an invade on the Vi with the Ashe Braum, right? And kind of play around at level 6. I think level 6 is where Azmows really turn up. Not to say Berserk don't, but I think Berserk have like maybe a slight early game advantage thanks to Vi, Jax and maybe the Senna Bard. But they do scale a lot better moving on into the late game, right? First time I'm seeing Ventus on the Senna. Nice to see him bring out this champion. I think it's a very strong champion in AD carry. Does good damage, has good utility, nice CC. Really, in my opinion, sometimes the essence of what an AD carry should be. Not always that like 1v9 carry, but more of like, you know, trying to deal damage in between and like offer some value without getting destroyed. Usually he plays her husband, yes. Ventus is known more for Lucian than Senna, I would say so as well, yeah. And Berserk hit the level 2, nice dodge there by Pudding. Not getting stunned by the Bard. Bit of pressure here from Berserk hitting the first level. So as expected here, the Jax has an advantage here on the top side. Not by much though. He's not getting a first blood or anything. It's more like space control and just how he can handle the lane. This is Mechanics in the top lane using the Oxolite account. Most likely some issues with his main. Let's see here. Both junglers are approximately at the same clear speed. We see Chaos prioritizing his clear, going for Krugs before red buff, for his second clear to be more efficient to get closer to level 6. While Chaos just wants to get it over with as quickly as possible. Goes for his red and Krugs. Bone junglers should be able to get Scuttle Crab, and we start seeing some pings going out here where the junglers might be. Laners are warned to be careful. We don't know where each jungler started. we've kind of have the what Azmows kind of want right now, which is a bit more of a slow tempo early game. No ganks happening, no level 3 chaos, right? We see both junglers here opting to recall, potentially going for their second clear. Nocturne will be parting towards Dragon, Vi will be parting towards top lane. Could be setting up a dive here onto Mechanics. I like how Paddy here is Puddy, sorry, is actually managing here, keeping up in CS. Mid lane, somewhat unexpected here. We see Ansel controlling it with the Orianna, so perhaps it is more of a favored matchup. Astra goes in on the Oxalate, but Chaos is here to try and capitalize. The Q flash out from Astra secures the kill without falling himself. You're starting to see a significant difference here in CS. 8 CS up for Ventus in the bot lane. Top lane as well, to be honest. 8 CS lead here for Astra, that's more than a wave. And in the mid lane, probably where the biggest trouble is, it's what's that? Like 8 CS. Okay, everyone's 8 CS up on the side of Berserk. It's not a lot, but with that kill, they are ahead 1k gold currently. Dragon is now spawning here. I'm surprised to see how slow these junglers are, specifically the Nocturne, but I guess we had to play top lane, right? Not sure if you push that, but this should give time for Vi to full clear, recall and kind of play for the Dragon, which really plays into Berserk's fantasy. Would be nice to see Ventus, Kazuto recall here if they actually want to play for it, but let's see. Nocturne is still clearing down though, before this decision is made. He will be down a recall if they do decide to contest this Dragon. This might be the first big fight we'll have here in the bot side. We see Vi already parting towards Dragon here with the recall. Nocturne is going for the Scuttle Crab, skipping his Krugs. Perhaps they just want to check if Dragon's being done. This is gonna be our first fight here. Sepion already taking some damage here before the fight starts. Ansem doing the work, trying to dodge as much as possible. There's the Orianna ult, it connects and a flash Q secures it from Mibusta. And a great turnaround play here from Berserk. Seems like Azmows were not thinking about this potentiality here. And now is where the trouble starts. Sepion does not have flash. Berserk with the kill will start to get Dragon. Orianna, of course, we said scales potentially even better than the Mel as well, so the way to turn this around is we need that Nocturne level 6 ult to be accurate here. We go for the mid lane, it's a good choice, but can we land the kill? Meanwhile on the top side we've got a single play here. Astra takes down Mechanics while the remainder of Berserk get the Dragon. Azmows' play in the mid lane does get Anselm's flash, so maybe we can get him on the regank. The issue is we're already falling behind here, and yeah, the Nocturne does not have a whole minute to wait if Berserk decide to pressure here. That Vi has the ult and will be good here to maybe look for a gank. Honestly, the way top lane's going here, Jax is recalling, Vi could full clear to top side, they dive Gwen again. There's no real other objectives to play for and then go for grabs, you know? So let's see. Nocturne will have first play on bot side, and he will have a level 6 Ashe to help him out in the gank as well, so that's always something. A bit of a look at Ventus' stacks. He's sitting on 23 stacks here in the 8th minute. You can see here as Anselm is rotating towards the top side. They're going to be looking to take the grubs real quick while Anselm has his lane pushed in. Similarly, Astra here goes down to help as well. Uses the vision plan just to be sure. I assume Azmows should know that grabs have been started here. And maybe they might be looking into making a play in the bot side here. That's Void Grabs secured as well. Berserk really just taking the wins they can get. Not really needing to do anything more than that. They're quite comfortable sort of scaling and going the distance in this match. How many stacks till Senna will be hitting Ash from base? Provided there's vision, I don't know, like 10,000 stacks. Maybe someone can fact check me on that, but... Let's see. We've yet to see this Nocturne ult connect to the kill. We know that Orianna doesn't have flash. There's the Vi ult used onto Sepion, there's the Orianna ult catches too. And now can we return the Painfair? Anselm is going down there. Sepion still alive. Mibusa's trying his best to get the kill. He does manage to get the last hit, but now is in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we see a Bard ult used. Surgent is, well, Zoniafied? Alright, so the return play here by Puddy and Surgent. They seem to find Kazuto. The flash auto from Surgent does it. A nice little play here from Azmows. In general, 3 members fall from Berserk, 1 member fall from Azmows. Anyone knows what I should have called the Bard alt CC? I'm pretty sure Zoniafied is in the official terminology. Gets put in a status. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, Ventus is looking for blood. He finds the 1v2. Can he outplay this? He can get one. Can he get another? He's looking for it. But Puddy does well to recall here. Oh, we see Kazuto actually trying to mess with Puddy's recall. See what's going on here in the top side. A potential gank. We did get Astra's flash from this one, and we can see that Gwen starting to hurt, despite the Jax having a full Trinity Force. Anselm keeps trying to find damage onto Sepion, chunks him out of the fight just before this dragon. And we can see that Berserk remain in control of this mid-bot side area here. Potentially a flanking gank here onto Sepion. Let's see. We see Kazuto and Mibusta lining it up from Raptor camp. It's almost like Sepion has some sixth sense or something. He can smell this coming. Anselm is the target of this gank, but his team is here. Mibusta jumps the side, and they find Chaos to be the first kill in this skirmish. A nice flash from Sepion gets the root onto Mibusta, but the damage is not enough. One auto would have done it. But Sepion did not have the time to land it. He did not have the luxury. And Berserk walking away from another kill. The Nocturnal, it's not really working out at the moment. And the Vi is getting a lot of value. Oi, 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 Ventus, Ventus, Ventus. Tempting fate, as stuff said here. Well, it's a flashless Senna. And we have Nocturne out. We need this Nocturne out right now into the Senna. Let's see. There's the first kill here. There's the Nocturne out. He goes onto Ventus, the flashless Ventus, but there's 4 members of Berserk here. With Surgeon being the last man standing here. We already got Jungle AD carry, and here's the support. Berserk are relentless in their pursuit, trying to open up this game to their advantage. They're up 5k gold, 2 dragons, and the Void Grubs. Let's see, Azmows seem to be trying to find their footing, like they're arriving to things a bit late. Maybe they have like their game plan in mind, but they're not thinking what Berserk wants to do. So yeah, there you go, Anselm just phase rushes away. Or what's it called now? And this could be bot lane turret. Puddy is left to defend 1v2. Can we get some help here in the bot side? Oh, top lane, that's another all-in. Astra knows his damages and he does take down Mechanics. Here comes Chaos though. But it seems to be under the lack of not the greatest judgment. Oh, nice bar dart from Kazuto, gets to. The stun does not connect. There's the stun from Brom. Here's the Ash ult to stun Ventus. And a flash away from Puddy. Ventus tries to snipe and he gets it. And he picks up another kill on this bot lane. Hopefully game 2 will be a bit more in control. Azmows managed to keep it going until that first dragon. Before taking some fights that were not optimal. Oh, Chaos just flashes onto Anselm on the side, but Sepion gets dove by Mebusta. I think priority would have been to save our mid laner here, but we're trying. And here comes Ventus as well, just to offer some more aid and support if it wasn't enough before. And the third dragon, the Dragon Soul Point. Potentially going to Berserk. It is started now, and I assume it should be secured. Oh, flash forward here from the Braum. He clips Ventus, but is it enough? No. The tower still goes down, and Doxalute, Mechanics does not have enough space to sort of commit to that Q. Oi, oi, oi. That Nocturne field coming in clutch, but this isn't enough. It doesn't look like it is. Astra's on a rampage. And now Mechanics goes in. The Q is not hit. And there's a nice Orianna ult from Anselm. This position, Sepion. The Ash ult goes wide. The Bard ult goes wide. Sepion drops the Mel ult, but no one's going down yet. Everyone's so low. Mebusta comes in, looking for the last bit of health. Sepion gets healed, but not before throwing out the last E to take down Kazuto. But in the end, Berserk thanks to Mebusa and Astra, pick up 2 more kills. That's a 4-for-1 play there in favor of Berserk. Wawawiwa. Hey, 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 Ansel. Did you know those were the enemy Krugs? I think he didn't get the memo. But in the end, Mebusa takes the Rift Herald, while his mid laner creates space in the bot side. Azmows doing well to capitalize on the mistake in positioning. But now in the top lane, we have some trouble as Astra is going all in onto mechanics, and the tower is taken with the Herald. A big fight here on the side as well. Tempered Fate from Kazuto gets Sepion. Here comes the Herald as Astra crosses the map pretty much and goes to the bot side. And here comes the fight here. Ventus lands the W. That's a insta kill there with the Vi follow up. Astra gets the stun off onto Surgeon. The ignite goes out, but the shield from Solari will save him. But Pudi is not safe. Oi! Ventus. This guy plays Jhin, guys, so you know he's a bit of a sniper, as they say. It's another 3 kills picked up by Berserk, and now we're moving into the 13k gold lead, which is, you know, I mean, at 10k you're kind of counting your losses, right? At 13k it's pretty much impossible. It's only been done in pro play, guys, or in your ranked games. But under normal circumstances, you know, you just take a Baron, push 2 lanes, and you win the game. That's pretty much all there is to it. Somehow Azmows here have to keep the lanes pushed up, keep clearing as much as possible. They have to stall out this Baron, get to their own item spikes. They're still sitting on 1 item. Some members of Berserk have 3. So it's just something to watch out for here. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow burn if Azmows want to win this game. They really have to stall it out, and their only wave clear choice is Mel at the moment, or a Gwen ult, but I mean realistically you don't really want to be using Gwen ult for that. But if push comes to shove, to add insult to injury, Dragon Soul is the next objective here, and it's gonna be the Mountain Dragon, so it's gonna make Berserk even tankier while they dish out the same amount of damage. One Jax W took out almost a fifth of that tower's HP. That's crazy. We see some key items here. The I forgot the name of it, but it's basically the Zhonya's, right? Yeah, Seeker's Arm Guard, both on Orianna and on the Jax. So if you thought they were tough to take out, they're gonna get even tougher. And Chaos here gets seen. There's the Nocturnal, but the Tempered Fate from Kazuto here locks them down. Astra flashes forward, gets a 3-man stun there on the back line. There's the Sen out to protect him. And the Zhonya's used. In the meanwhile, we didn't see it, but Vi was taking the dragon. So Mountain Soul collected on top of 3 kills here for Berserk. And with Baron, they just might look to end the game. Let's see. Astra is gonna get sent to push in the top lane, while the remainder of Berserk are gonna be pushing in this mid lane. They're on the inhibitor. Meanwhile, on the top side there, if you see it, Astra is pushing in on the top lane tier 3. But Berserk opt to go straight up for the Nexus. You see Ventus rotating to the top side, getting that tier 3 turret. And there's the inhibitor. It's all cracked up now, but the remainder of Azmows have spawned. Do we get a big fight here? Or do we back off? Berserk wants to end this. It seems like they do. They're playing around here. Nice stun there from Kazuto. Mibusta baits out the abilities. Can we get the turret? Yes, we can. Slowly, slowly, these towers are opening up. A flash E from Mibusta there does not get a kill, but does create space. A nice Vi ult there. Finds Sepion. There's the Nocturne ult. A big Orianna ult there. Takes out 3. And the Nocturne going in falls down shortly after. Mechanic's trying his best, but his best won't be enough to take down 5 fed Berserk members. GG Berserk with a staggering win here in game 1. Alright, let's get... where is the camera? Alright, let's get on with it. We're straight into the draft. You can see here Berserk and Azmows change sides. Azmows wanting the red side, and the bans just go out super quick this time. The only difference here, I see that Vayne got banned earlier here by Berserk because they want to go with the Ornn first pick. Very interesting. So we'll be seeing Astra pull out the Ornn, huh? Really uncharacteristic of him. He usually plays more sort of like bruisers and stuff like that, but he does play Shen, so I guess some traits do play over. But this does mean Azmows get the Vi this time. I'm curious what Mibusta plays in jungle. It's not normally, I think he plays, I believe it's mid lane or top lane. I know he plays Gangplank, but today he's playing jungle. So I'm really curious what he manages to bring out. Let's see here. Mel gets locked in again for Sepion. Ahri is available, but we saw like Ahri didn't do that well. Carl, check the title of the stream and you should have your score update. So yeah, let's see. Let's see here. Alright, a lot of lockdown here from Berserk. We see Lissandra getting locked in. And what's gonna be the next locks here? Potentially a jungler, I would assume, right? So here Anselm is saying Lissandra against the Mel. Let's see how that goes. I'm very curious how that matchup plays out. I would assume Mel just dominates until at least level 6, right? Mibusta locking in the Xin Zhao. I think it's a good choice. Xin Zhao has been traditionally always taken against Vi as a kind of an answer. He scales better than Vi, clears faster, and in the 1v1 always wins it, right? So Xin Zhao is a great choice here. It also maybe helps the weaker early game of Lissandra. We see Azmows locking in the Olaf here. Interesting choice. Playing one of Astra's champions against him. Mechanic's Olaf. Looking forward to it. It's not really a champion you see every day. I think low-key this champion is very strong. A bit maybe underutilized, but I don't think he's great in every matchup. I think he's more of like a pick you would want to pick as last pick completely. And you kind of want it against low mobility, squishy, like carry type champions, especially if the entire enemy team is drafting CC, tanks and blah blah blah. But Lissandra quite self-sufficient, Xin Zhao similar. All Berserk need to do here is like draft something like that has self-P, right? I'm thinking right now Lucian using WR can kind of run away from the Olaf maybe. Or Tristan as well, kind of something I'm thinking about at the moment. I don't know, let's see. Got the Leona ban, and now the Bard ban. and a lot of supports, of course. No AD carry bans, which is very interesting. Ventus has all his options available to him: Jhin, Lucian, Corki. What else does he like playing? I think he plays Varus as well. Sivir is available. I mean, we just saw him pull out the Senna, so I'm pretty sure a lot of champs are available. Jinx getting locked in here for Azmows. Puddy enjoys playing this champion a lot. And to be honest, well, the only thing you're kind of scared of as a Jinx here is the Ornn ult, but you have a Mel for it. So, you know, that kind of plays itself. Lissandra, Xin Zhao, very like linear forms of engage. And hopefully by then you've gotten a reset to kind of like, you know, run away or something, but you can kind of predict where it's coming, and it's not the fastest way to get on you, right? Unless Xin Zhao flashes. So yeah, I mean, Jinx, great pick here if you can keep your distance. Sivir as an answer to Jinx I think is also really good. Sivir just wants to push you in. Not the best answer to Olaf though, so we'll have to see what it gets paired with. Low-key, it's Bard is banned again. Okay, Shay. Bard would have been a nice choice. You just Bard ult yourself when Olaf ults you, and then the Olaf ult runs off. I think Rakan might not be the best choice. For lane, maybe, but well, I mean, Olaf might just be able to just plow through everything and just go to Sivir, right? And if Sivir is down here, low-key, you're kinda lacking damage, huh? With Lissandra, Xin Zhao being the last two sort of damage. Lissandra not really having, well, she has damage, but not that much. And Xin Zhao can get kited with Vi R, Vi Q, Milio, great choice, to deal with the Xin Zhao Lissandra, right? So yeah, I think Milio is a nice choice even in lane against Rakan. I'm looking forward to this match. Come on, Azmows, you got a lot of good tools here to play it. So just waiting on Berserk. Alright, we'll be doing the lobby soon. So seems like Astra wants to delay this lobby being made because he wants to buy the Choo Choo Ornn skin. That's a first for me in the last like 3 years at least. A game getting delayed for a skin. Alright guys. Ah, nice, okay. So both teams have a tactical pause. Mechanics is buying Olaf, the champion, and Astra is buying an Ornn skin. Lovely. And here we are, patiently waiting. Well, that's what you get too with professional players who they get what they want. We wait for them. So how have you been, dear viewers? You've been alright? Having a great 2026? Oi oi oi. What's funny is that both top laners had the problem here, right? So, okay, lobby's getting started. Let's do it. So, Ornn against Olaf. Kinda hard to imagine a scenario where Olaf isn't winning outright. I would assume Ornn can win somewhere in the levels of like 4 to 5 before level 6, and Ornn has like steel caps, or maybe Ornn is doing short trades, I guess, but like Olaf has pretty good short trades himself. You can't do a sustained fight against him. Yeah, and Olaf is gonna be pushing you in, right? And most likely you're gonna be using your abilities to push back or to trade, so it's gonna be a bit hard. Maybe Pot in the chat can tell us if Olaf is a tough matchup or not, but I think Olaf should be winning this matchup. Moving on to jungles, Xin Zhao versus Vi. We talked a bit about this already, so I'm not gonna say too much. Xin Zhao farms faster, scales better, has good damage in the 1v1, and Vi is all about sort of accelerating that game and kind of keeping the tempo on the fact that she can keep tabs on enemy positioning, right? And Xin Zhao kind of disrupts that play, can also go into the backline if Vi over engages, can also ult Vi further into his team, so there's a lot of things that can happen there. Yep. Next up here, Lissandra versus the Mel. I have no clue how this goes. I assume Mel wins it. Lissandra might be able to then play to the fact that Mel has no flash, right, with the Xin Zhao ganks. So let's see how that goes. But Mel having better clear speed, more clearing abilities, right, and better range on her abilities should mean that Mel wins the early game. And the one ability Lissandra has, her Q, can also get reflected. And lastly in bot lane, Jinx Milio versus Rakan Sivir. Should be Rakan Sivir favored just because they can get earlier push and Jinx kind of needs a bit more time. Sivir also scales pretty well, so that's something to watch out for. It's not really Jinx winning by hard carry late game. Sivir is pretty strong. But yeah, I think the Jinx Milio definitely something that can compete in these team fights. So if we can stay equal balance CS, not really take hard fights. I don't think Sivir Rakan is the most like all-in heavy type combination. They just want to push you in, poke you under turret, right? Jinx Milio kind of want to take short trades with the W, heal it up. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, Pot confirming in chat here that pretty much the only time Ornn has is maybe short trades into Olaf 3-6, but from that point on Olaf just hard wins. Alright, let's see. Good luck Azmows, hopefully we go to game 3. Surprisingly, Ansem still finds a bit of the earlier aggression here against Sephion. And there's the Choo skin that made us wait an extra minute or two. And there's the Olaf that also made us wait because we had to buy the champion. As we can see, very easy matchup for Ornn. No real challenge at all. Olaf is a pushover in lane. I'm being satirical, of course. If you have eyes, you will notice that Olaf is destroying this Ornn already. Mahanik's getting a bit of his revenge, perhaps. Let's see here. So far the Jinx Milio holding their pace as well, similar CS. Taking those short trades with W. I want to highlight how much better Puddy has gotten since I last saw him play. He feels more confident on his role. His CSing is pretty much top notch as well. Nice to see, you know, returning players kind of getting better from tournament to tournament, especially as a caster for these games, right? I hope you as a viewer can also appreciate that. Oh, there's the reflect used by Sephion, dodging the Lissandra E. See some aggression here from Ventus, getting some damage off onto Sergeant. Nice little animation cancel there by Mechanics during the knockup. Look at Anselm here finding the space onto Sephion, and pretty much all his damage coming from autos in that short space. And here we go, Mechanics goes in. Astra has flash and he does use it. And there's the jungler, Mibusta is here to save the day. And first blood goes to Berserk. Both top laners using their flash as well. Would have been maybe nice to see some patience here from Mechanics, thinking that jungler might be around. To be fair, a very late back, well, not well, he just, yeah, very late back from the Xin Zhao. And yeah, he could have just used the flash advantage on level 6. Alright, let's see how it goes here. We have Chaos here trying to gank the Ornn here, but Astra uses W. Ornn W deflects any CC thrown at him at the time. It's a great spell there. A lot of nuance to this Ornn character, has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. I bet someone out there doesn't know that Ornn E can destroy any wall. Anivia wall, Trundle wall, Jarvan wall. But yeah, you just think it's a dash and knock up, but no, it also destroys walls apparently. One of its own kind, to be fair. Sepion fighting for what seems to be his life here at the moment. Trying his best to hold back the poke from Ansem. This lane is going surprisingly well for Lissandra. I was not expecting that. It seems like holding your range and then just dashing in slowly, using W and getting a couple of autos. So all you really need to do to keep control of this lane. We see here the dragon started by Berserk, but a fight ensues between the Azmows here. Chaos splashes out. And there's the Lissandra out onto Isurgent. A nice flash here from all Azmows member. Excellent snare from Sepion. There's the damage. Ventus falls, getting the reset for Puddy. Can we get more? Sepion is leading the charge at the moment. Kazuto is very low. He's forced to dash out. And there's the dragon. Oh, it's smited away by Mibusta, who goes in onto Puddy, but he will fall. And there's another kill for Azmows. 3 kills to none. Alright, the dragon is stolen. But oh, can we pick up another? There's the Vialt. And there it is. Chaos picks up the last kill there. 4 kills for none. Azmows get their lead they need to take on this game. Alright, what's 1 dragon to 4 kills, guys? Come on, come on. Bring it in, Azmows. Maybe we'll have our first game 3 ever. And if Azmows beat Berserk here, it really says a lot, because Berserk have really proven themselves to be one of the best teams we have at the moment. I don't want to be unfactual on air, but yeah, I believe they even won against Aversio at some point, and almost won as well in a best of 3 if I recall, but yeah, I remember the Yon incident, right? Yeah, so if Azmows managed to pick up a win here, it's pretty big for them. Nice CC chain there, the knock up from Kazuto. Sepion uses W to try and escape, and it is enough. As we can see, Lissandra not really packing that much damage in her kit. More about that utility. And Sepion will be recalling after that wave. Oh no, Sepion stays behind to take the wave. I hope this does not cost him. But no, it seems like he knows his limits. Anselm also wishes to recall. Surprised how quiet top lane has been, despite what the expectancy was. Maybe Mechanics just needs to take his recall, get Black Cleaver. Oh, look at the damage there, Astra, taking these short trades. Not really getting any trades here from Mechanics. Slowly whittled down. Hello, Freaky Feline. Yep. Their team logo is literally an inhaler. They are asthmatics. Oh, there it is, the all-in. Mahanix finds the play. There it is. That's what we expected. Astra going down. A bit of a cheeky tower dive there by the Ornn. Well baited by Mahanix. Let's see, Chaos is spotted on the ward here. Ventus and Kazuto are know what's up. Mibusta is here though, and there's the return play. Surgent first of all there. Chaos now on the run. The Sivir ult is popped. Will that Vaiku be enough? It doesn't seem like it's the case. Anselm rotates for it as well. And down goes Chaos. 2 kills for none there in exchange for... Berserk get those kills. In exchange for nothing, yeah. Oi. Mahanix pops the ult. A nice dash there by Astra. Turns down the aggression. When Astra decides to go back in when Olaf has no ult, Mahanix on the defensive. Oh, he's getting dove. There's the ult. He does not have the damage. And he will allow Mahanix to recall here in safety. The first round of this event is not fearless, and after group stages it becomes fearless. So let's see here. First dragon for Berserk if they... well, no, second actually. They're on the other side. So yeah, second dragon here if Berserk can secure it. The ward is dropped here from Kazuto. Am I blind? Sorry guys, it was Azmows taking it. Oh, I'm getting tired. it was indeed Azmows taking the dragon. My bad. I really like this Chaos guy. He seems to play for these objectives. Doesn't really do a lot of those like aggressive invade plays and stuff, but it's not really necessary. You know, he's playing vibe. Plays well, plays around what he needs to play for. Definitely an experienced vibe player from what we're saying. Koyos. Alright. I have trouble with Azmows names, huh? Koyos. Nice reflect there from Sepion. No real objective around this bot side. Not sure why everyone's clumped up around here, but they do secure the scatter crab. Koyos recalls. Oh no. Mahanix keeps getting the short end of these short rates. We have a lot of plays around town, but Astra gets the better play there in topside, and Ansen takes down Sepion as well. Once again, seemingly an auto away there from being able to get the kill. And Koyos ults Astra here. Does he have enough damage? Yes, he does. Gets the shutdown. And an assist for Mahanix. This is definitely a much more balanced game. We are just 1k apart. And it's on the side of Berserk. Mostly due to the CS, I would say. We have 20 CS lead here, so a 14 CS lead for Anselm. And what's that? 24 CS for Ventus on the bot side. Top lane mechanics winning by just 2 CS, not really something worth counting. Even in jungle role, 20 CS lead at the moment for Mibusta. Anselm finds big damage onto Sepion, and this might be it for him. No, a nicely timed Mel reflect there. Mibusta's running for it. He dodges the snare with his dash. A nice attempt, but Sepion walks away. Sepion, one of the OG goats in mid lane here, to come and watch. Nice to still see him playing. Still at a very good level, despite facing one of the best mid laners we have at the moment. And Anselm, very consistent player, nice champ pool as well. Out here. Mechanics is trying to run away when he does flash for it. It will be enough to escape. But Berserk have full control at the moment. This mid lane matchup working out in favor of Anselm is really causing them some trouble. And in top side as well with Bjorn. He fully upgraded his Thornmail just to be sure. Puddy is forced to flash here as Kazuto goes on him. Here comes Mibusta trying to find this Surgent. Anselm is on the side, and that's a flashless bot lane, and they go down like hot butter. Boy, oy, oy. They really have no business being on side lane this late in the game. Still fighting here. Mechanics going in, pops the ult, and this seems like to be where the Orn goes down. No, not if Anselm has anything to say about it. It seems like Anselm is everywhere. The moment something happens, you see a big chunk of blue ice appear right in front of you. The Freljordian gods here at the moment working together. Can you miss it? Koyos sadly does go down. Azmows are not really thinking about the potential here. They've totally lost their top side. They can't really enter it. They need to put their eggs in one basket and start playing from there if possible, before it's too late. Goes in for the chase. There's the Ornal, but it's missed. Astra was not around to hit it again. Sepion dealing a lot of damage, forces Anselm out of the fight. The Oxalate goes in. Sorry, mechanics, but the damage is there from Berserk to take him out, and it does put Azmows in a bit of a bad position here. Sepion on the side, Koyos on the other end. It seems like they found a way in this fight. And will they be able to take down the Sinzao? The flash use from Ibusta. Nice Q there from a Surgeon to hold him in place. And all in all, honestly, Azmows turned that around better than I expected. A 2-4-3 kill play. Well done to you. Go Azmows. Now can we get more? Can we at least get this mid lane turret? Oh, can we get Ventus? An even better treat. Oh, there's the smite slow. But the tower could protect him here. And Koyos opts to back off. The only question is, what do Azmows do at the moment? I hope they can take a couple more kills like that, but... Starting on the Baron here now. Berserk are in good position here to take it because of Azmows' approach. They have the Rakan trigger, they have the Severe ult, right? The Ornn ult. But it's going down slowly. It might get contested here. Sepion does have teleport and he should teleport now if they want to fight this. It might just be an uncontested Baron here. Surgeon falls and Baron is fighted. And that's gonna be Berserk's Baron. Looked much more promising in the early game, but perhaps Azmows need to think about their mid to late game strategy. So far Berserk are chilling, they're definitely in the driver's seat, taking some recalls and potentially pushing out the middle and the top side here. Puddy. It's a surprise to me that this Jinx here, Puddy, does not get a single kill so far, but he's been so instrumental to these team fights. Berserk are kind of dropping the ball, aren't they? I let that fight play out. I didn't say anything in the beginning because I honestly thought it was going to be a complete rollover from Berserk, but Azmows keeping us surprised here, keeping us guessing. That's the second dragon they've picked up. Almost a team-wide ace with Baron, while that team is 5k gold ahead. Insane, insane. Outside there, Azmows have some really go-to team fighters, really their champions here at the moment that are carrying them through these fights. They're doing a really good job though. And now we're back to resetting. really like what they're doing here, giving for the all the gold he can. Try and get him to that third item spike. So picks up the BF sword and the crit cloak here. This Jinx dangerously close to her third item, the Infinity Edge. Just 1,000 something more gold, and should be in the bank. But yeah, I guess Ventus kind of on a similar path, right? He's probably around like 800 gold away from getting his Infinity Edge. And a Fed Severe, Fed Jinx, they're kind of in similar ballparks. Maybe Jinx has a bit better of a capping, you know, better range, the attack speed, passive, etc. But those severe Ws, man, they hurt late game, huh? Yeah, so both teams are kind of posturing back and forth. I imagine Berserk are kind of shocked that they lost the last team fight, so they're gonna like take it a bit easier. Azmows, maybe even they are shocked that they won the team fight. So all they want to do is just bring Puddy to the Infinity Edge, right? But Koyo's taking all his CS. What the hell, man? Interesting Xin build. He went Titanic Hydra into Dusk and Dawn and Riftmaker. Alright. Is this the current meta build for Xin Zhao? I would not know. I thought it was more, you know, Sundered Sky and Black Cleaver, you know, or something. Nonetheless, a very expensive build from the Xin Zhao here. All items, like he's probably sitting at around like 11k gold or 12, yeah. There is 11.5k gold to buy everything he has. It's no small amount. So if Berserk take a fight now, they should win it, as Ventus has the Infinity Edge. They force Mechanics to ult out, but the ult ends and Mebusta is on him. A lot of healing shielding coming from Melio, but it's not enough, and now we used a lot of resources from our support, trying to get our top laner out of it. Puddy is here. There is the snare. Anselm falls, and Puddy got his reset. Can we deal the damage? He does not have Infinity Edge yet, but Ventus does. And it seems like Azmows are happy to take the trade. They take a 1-for-1 here. And everyone just backs off. The Baron is spawning now. But both sides don't really have a key way to go for it. Oh, look at Puddy here, dealing the damage. Kazuto's falling low while Mebusta's here, forces the flash, as Puddy has to flash out of that one. Soul point, Berserk. And it's quite a soul to get. It really helps when you're low health. So if Mechanics can get that on the Olaf, it's really gonna help him out. But if Berserk pick that up, that Xin Zhao, that Ornn, gonna be a bit of a tough problem to deal with. Azmows still in it. Gold lead has been neutralized to 2k. Koyos finds Astra and deals some damage to him, but pretty much negligible here from both sides. Baron's falling pretty low on Berserk Ironic. Koyos is the first to go in here. He gets the ult off onto Sivir. The Mechanics on the side. The Baron is taken by Berserk. Puddy is spotted though as Anselm picks him off. And this is the difference in a team fight being won or lost by Azmows. Puddy is one of the first people to drop. They had a nice start to the fight, but their carry could not find the space he needed. And Berserk just might end this match. Let's see, they're marching forward down the mid lane. Do Azmows spawn in time to hold this? They just might. 5 seconds to Sivir. And Berserk are already pinging the tier 2 turret, and it seems like they decided they cannot end on this, which is a fact. So they're just gonna take another turret here, extending their gold lead. In that one fight alone, we went from 3k difference to now what's it like? 7k. So that's quite a big gold swing here if you think about it. Thing is, we're approaching like later game where everyone's like level 18 and full items. So it's gonna be less and less valuable to get these gold swings, right? It's gonna be more about the team fight. At the end of the day, a 4 item AD carry still deals a lot of damage compared to a 5 item AD carry. Azmows for life, Puddy is my savior, winnable. Hippolas. Oi oi oi. Oh, sorry about that. Mechanic still thinks he can win this. Let's see, he pops the ult, but he's taking a lot of damage. Here comes Koyos. This Ornn is doing crazy damage, but the healing from Milio is here to save the day. And Astra goes in onto Insurgent, but he will get taken down, shut down for Koyos. And this game's going back and forth now. This is more of what I expected, to be honest, because all 6 teams entering in this event, they've been practicing, they've been trying their best to refine their gameplay. So I was expecting more of like kind of on equal planes if possible. And it's nice to see that we're getting some back and forth here between Azmows and Berserk. Now, can Azmows pick up the win? Can we go to our first game 3 in this series? Oh, Mibusta is spotted. And Koyos is dealing the damage. Down he goes, that's a jungler taken out. Azmows are quite damaged at the moment, but it seems like they have control of the dragon pit. And they will take the dragon. Kazuto is out of position here. Mechanics goes in onto Ventus. Anselm is on the side. Ventus is taken out. And Azmows are still winning this match at the moment. Both sides with Dragon Point. Vi uses the ult to lock down Anselm. And the last Q there from Sepion to get the shutdown, the revenge for all those laning phase troubles he had. Gets the shutdown on the melt. And the gold, once again, back into that 3k range. Complete fiesta of a game. Azmows really holding their own at the moment. I really wonder how this game is gonna go, guys. We're 35 minutes in. Almost everyone is at full build. One wrong move, one wrong step could be the end of this match. Baron is up, and I'm sure we're gonna get a big fight for it. We see Anselm pushing down the bot side, and Sepion's going there to match him. Meanwhile here, Berserk are starting to prepare, taking away wards, putting down wards of their own. Mechanic's in the top lane though, pushing back the winning wave, giving him space to enter the Baron pit. And let's see, there's teleport from Anselm, Baron is started. Azmows are now finding out, Baron's at 12k. Berserk pulled the trigger, they find Insurgent, uses the melee auto, flashes, but the last auto from Ventis gets him. And now Azmows are on the run. Anselm uses his E, but does not go in. And it seems like Azmows are able to disengage the fight. But Berserk are still thinking about that Baron. And they will go at it again. Now question is, will Azmows respond to this? They lost some flashes in that play. Hoodie has no flash specifically. Oh no, there's the Lissandra E, but he gets stunned. Anselm cannot engage on the AD carry. Anselm goes down, Hoodie's dealing the damage, Vibusta goes in, but he finds the AD carry, and that's a quick double kill for Ventus. The damage from Ventus at the moment is just absurd. He needs less time to ramp up than the Jinx. He just presses W and it does all the work for him. And that's kind of the benefit here of having Sivir. This might be the game-winning play. Let's see, Berserk are pushing for it. Only Mel and Melio are alive. The first tower is getting attacked. There's the charm from Kazuto. Sepion Zonia's, but he's practically done. Insurgent falls, and that's gonna be GG from Berserk here. A really nice game. Azmows played it to the best of their abilities, but in the end, they could not close it off. And Berserk, with their experience, pick up the victory.